Okay, welcome to the second game on Void data stream, and let's first look at the armies in use for this game. First, here we have the Viridian forces that compose of 6 interdict marines with 4 Gauss carbines and two guys with the vibroskites and combat shields. And the next thing is basically a marine squad, but it uses 3 different marine squads, each with 4 marines, one with sergeant, one with the grenade launcher, and one with the chain gun. And the next is scout strike commandos, 4 ordinary guys, and 1 sergeant over there. And the last support battery with 2 crew members and a mortar. And then we go to the Junkers team. It's 2 legionary squads. The right side here with a sergeant and a chain gunner and a flamer. And on the left side we have a sergeant, a chain gunner, and the lictor. There is a little bit of guys that are not the right models, but I don't have the right ones, so we have to live with that. And a 4-man bomber squad with nothing special, and then we have the sand runners, 4 sand runners with the lictor coming last, trying to hold the troops online. This makes up for exactly 563 points each army, and we are going to start the game with these setups. Okay, welcome back to Void data stream, and this is my second game. Today we are playing Junkers against the Viridians. And the objective of today's game is Synth has dropped in a mistake Terrasynths onto the battle area, and the 2 forces are trying to claim them for study and to use in their own forces. To claim one of these Terrasynths, you have to move your troops through them, and then it's yours. Until the other side maybe does the same and claims it to their side. And who at the end of the 6th turn has most of them is the winner of the game. And here we have the first round's beginning. The deployment is as shown. And to next we will go to rolling for the initiative. We have the red dice for Junkers and the blue for the Viridians. So let's see who goes first. Junkers goes first, and they decide to move their bombers towards the Viridian strike commandos on the top of the building. They have movement rate of 4, but as they are fast, it's 6. And as they will rush, that makes 12 inches. So they will run 12 inches towards the strike commandos. That's about there. But they will go around the objectives like that. Yeah, that way. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is why I actually am interested, especially in this game, is because we all know that Junkers has the problem to get into close combat because everybody shoots them up before that. That has been stated times and time again. And there are probably many solutions, but I thought one day here that, hey, why not make the gaming table smaller to assist Junkers to get closer? that having the additional benefit of having a smaller gaming tables that are easier to have at home, in clubs, and which usually is a good thing because seldom do people have the standard gaming table available. So today we have the table lined up with these white dice, and we have made the table 3 feet times 4 feet approximately. And now let's see who wins the next initiative. Again, the dice, but in the house rule we use now then Junkers have won the first initiative, the Viridians have +2, and we roll for every troop activation. So you can actually have 2 times in a row or 3 times your one side to activate, but it gets unlikely. So 8 + 2, and of course in this case even the +2 doesn't make the Junkers go the second time. So the Viridian strike commandos will activate, and they will try to shoot off the bombers coming very close. There are 5 Viridians on the roof. The range is 11 inches, that's close range. They have ballistic skill 4, that makes 6+ to hit. No range modifiers because it's short range, so it's now 6+ to hit. Only 1, well, not good. Okay. The Gauss carbine is strike value 5 against 4 toughness of the bombers. That means it's 5+ to damage. And yes, 1 bomber gets it before he gets to his target. So 1 is removed. Second activation. Junkers have +2 because Viridians went last. 8, 5. That makes Junkers go to the following. And Junkers will activate the Sand Runners. They have movement of 6. With fast, that makes it 9. And that when they're rushing, because there is nothing else to do, makes it 18 inches, which is quite a nice phase. And they will run through the objective and claim it for themselves, and then just continue rushing to the next unit because they can't go into the building. So here we go. They will actually try to take cover behind the building like that. So not everybody is going to shoot at them the next round or next activation. Sadly, they will lose a little bit of movement here, but oh, like that. Okay, and next activation, let's throw the initiative. 5 and a 1, and Viridians are +2, but still the Junkers get the next movement. Well, this is easy. The Junker Legionnaires don't have nothing else to do, so they will advance towards. So let's start with these units. They have movement 4, they will rush, that's 8 inches. So they will swarm the trash depot here and try to get closer to the objective. I would think they would get something like this. Okay, that's their movement. Okay, next activation, still Viridians are +2, and now they get to go. And I think they will activate the Marines on here that will go and claim the first target by rushing forward with 8 inches to claim the target. And it's there. The next activation is 6 and 8, and as junkers are +2, well, junkers go to the next, which is very easy. The last legionnaire unit advances towards the Viridian lines, and it's 8 inches, so the last trooper will get something like that. The next one will go a little bit further. Here we go. I don't want to go to the forest, so let's go around. Like that. Okay, since every Junkers unit has moved, only Viridians are left. So let's start from the right side, and the Junkers will get fire from this team that moves towards 4 to 4 inches, like that, and then we'll fire at the bombers. The range is over 21 inches, over 20 inches. That makes it medium range, and that makes its first 6 to hit. Let's see how many will hit. 6 plus. Well, the range is long, and the Viridians are not up to the task today. So Gauss rounds just pass harmlessly past the bombers. Okay, and next move is the Marines, and they will try to shoot at the sand runners coming around the building. They all move 4 inches to the side, trying to get a line of fire, and they will actually see 2 of the sand runners behind the building. The range is 15 inches, so that makes it past short range to medium range. And a note, I use also a home rule where I don't count the range from every trooper by themselves. I take from the farthest away, the longest to the closest enemy unit. This way it's much more easy to count the ranges, and you don't have to individually check it. You just took from one man or model and check what's the range, like that. So it was 15 inches. Okay, the same thing, 6 to hit, no negative modifiers, and 3 Gauss rifle dudes with 6 plus to hit. One will hit, but then we have the grenade launcher in that squad. It uses my own homemade template, and I use here also some homemade rules. So let's see what happens. Okay, so the grenade launcher shoots at the Sandrunner Lictor over here, placing it on top of the model like that. At 15-inch range, it's -1, so it's like a 7 to hit. 8. Okay, so it doesn't directly hit, but now we get into the special rules again that I have used for all these years. So instead of having 2d10 that will make the template go very, very long way, we use for medium range d5, and that's it. So it's half of d10, and the direction is from the tip of the d10. So let's see. That is like 3 inches. No, it's actually 4 inches to basically straight back. So the template will hit over here and it will tag one of the sand riders. As the template, it's on the second half of the template, it's half strength, and the strength of a grenade launcher is 5. That makes it 3. The sand runner is 4, and that makes it 7 plus to injure. No, that's is a church place in Mark. Nope. So the sand runner makes it with a scare when the grenade explodes behind them, and the Marines are a little bit more scared. But there was the one Gauss rifle. It's a 5 against 4, but now they have their shields up, so it's 4 against 5 against 5, so it's 6 plus to injure. Okay, this is not good. Have to, and not even that does any damage. So the squad of sand runners are safe to continue their assault all the way. Okay, and the next activation is the interdiction Marines, and they will try to take the objective, and with 8 inches, not even they will make it, and as they can't shoot from behind the hill, they just have to take their chances and step up. Then again, the sand runners will be able to charge them, so they are actually in a very bad place at the moment. Maybe the course of prudence is to stay behind the hill still and just advance towards the target. Like that. Okay, and the last activation is the Viridian support team with the mortar, and oops, we have forgotten one chain gunner here that will move up to the unit. Yeah, they will use the mortar to fire at the sand runners. That will the next round probably do great damage if they get through. The mortar uses again the small round template, and this one gunner here can see basically 3 of the runners, so he will try to fire at the second one there behind. The range from the farthest away to the closest is 25, so that makes it long range, and long range mortar fire is -1 to hit. But now when this team is stationary, house rule again, they will get +1. So I use rules where if you move you don't get minus, but if you stay put you get +1 to hit. So that cancels it out, so it's 6 plus to hit with the mortar round. Let's see what happens. 6 plus exactly. This is gonna hurt somewhat. So let's see how many guys are under the template. 3 sand runners are under the template, of which 1 is in the center zone. We take the full strength hit. A full strength hit is on the mortar is damage value 6, and that against the sand runners toughness will mean toughness 5. The mortar is strength 6, so that means 5 plus to damage on the one guy that is in the center of the template, and the rest of the guys take 3 against 5. That means 8 plus to take damage. So let's see the first guy with full strength easily that does damage. So 1 sand runner is going, and note they don't get the protection of their combat shields because they are not in the direction of the grenade. The blast is coming all over. and then the two rest of the dice. And actually number 10 means 2 sand runners are dead, and I must say that's gonna hurt. So 2 sand runners, and we will choose one of the back and one. That was one lucky hit and good hit from the mortar team. And that basically concludes our first round. Everybody has done something, and let's see how round number 2 advances in the next phase. Okay, the beginning of the next round, we have a round counter die on the building for those that are interested. In the end of round 1, we noticed that, well, did a mistake. Actually, we deployed the Junkers forces outside the gaming table because I'm so used to deploying from the edge of the map. So in order to keep the idea of the smaller gaming table going and not repeating the whole round number 1, we just moved the Junker troops that needed it the 4 inches forward, basically the Legionnaires and the bombers. The sand runners didn't need it because they wanted to stay behind the building anyway, so no changes there. So that's the reason for the little jump of the miniatures between end of number 1 and now. Let's go to the initiative, and as we remember, Viridians had the last move, so the Junkers are at +2 to the initiative. 9 and 3. Well, these ain't hard. The battered sand runners will charge the Viridian Marines and try to take them out. So, sand runners assaulting the Marines. They have still the range of 18 inches, so they easily get because it's 14 inches. So the Lictor comes first in, the second sand runner, and the third assaulting in, and then the Marines will have to move closer to one of the assaulting units. Okay, both strike at the same time, but let's begin with the Junkers. And the Lictor has 2 shots from his blaster pistol. He has 4 against 3 assault skill to the Marines, so he hit actually with 5+. Okay, and then the 2 Legionnaires have 3 against 3, so that's 6, but they have 2 weapons, the battle shield and the lance, that's +1, and then they were charging, so that's +1 too, so that's like 4+ to hit. So the 2 dice for the Lictor is 1 hits, and it's strike value 4 against 4, so it's 6+. Okay, 1 Marine goes down, and then the 2 sand runners, it was 3+ to 6 away, 5, 4+ to hit, 2 hits, and then it's strength 7 against 4, so it's 3+ on damage rolls, and 2 more. Okay, so now the Marines are really feeling the hurt. Well, I think we're gonna save the grenade launcher man if possible, like that. But the Marines get to hit back. There are 4 guys, 3 against 3. That makes it 6+ to hit. 2, and it's 4 against battle shield 6, so it's 2 less, so it makes 8+ to make damage. Nothing. So the Marines really get their ass kicked, and now they must check for panic. Their command score is 5 on the Marines, and that means they need 5+ to pass the panic check. So let's see. 2, no. So they actually panic, and we will use these blue markers to show, and red, that a unit has panicked. So the lonely grenade launcher guy starts to feel the panic, and we remove the rest of the miniatures. from the table. Okay, next initiative. The Viridians had a +2. Okay, so the Junkers are lucky today. They go to next. And of course, what happens is the bombers will run into the building. That's like 2 inches. And then they will just run screaming up to the rooftop and exploding their belts. In order to do that, they have to roll 4 or more on d10s. So let's see, 3 guys. Each and every one. That means they will detonate their vests, and it's a medium, small size this, and it will basically every single one is under this template, and with right positioning, I say 3 are inside the effective range of the blast. The rig is strength 5 with 2 hits. So if we start for the 3 guys that are under totally the blast, they are 5 against 5. So it's first 3 hits plus with 6 plus. 1 guy gets it, and then we throw again the second hit charge, and now the same guy and another guy gets full strike value damage, so are gone. That means basically these 2 guys had it. The 1 guy made it, but then the 2 in the second row gets half strength. That's 3 against 5, and that is like 8 plus to get. And another one bites the dust like that. And because the strike commanders are now below half strength, they have to take a panic check and see what happens. But on 8 they will make it, and don't panic about that. At the same time, of course, the bombers have done their part and are removed from the game. So next initiative is then +2 to the Viridians again, and this time it's the Viridians' turn to do well. I think the strike commanders are feeling the pain, and the rest of the Viridians really can't do that much, but yeah, they will anyway try to do something. And let's see, even that is not needed. I think we try to save by shooting so much as possible at the closing in legionary squad, and there is quite much terrain in between, so the Marines will try to, now they will just shoot. They can, everybody of them can see somebody, so they can shoot into the squad. Well, actually not. 2 of the guys can't, so they have to move. 4, 4, and 4. And now they can see the Viridian Junkers coming in. The range from the farthest one to the closest is 19 inches. That makes it medium range. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 4, that means 6 plus to hit. 1. Okay, 1 guy with strength 4 against 5, because the battle shield is now in use when you shoot from front side. 1 of the normal legionnaires will take it, so 6 plus to wound, and not even that works. So Viridian Marines are starting to get a bit worried. All right. The next dice initiative, again, this time Junkers have the advantage, 6-4, that's even, but when No, of course Junkers get 8 and it's 4, so the Junkers go first. Nothing much to it. The left from here, look, right side legionary squad advances into the building and trying to get into grips with the strike commandos. It's like 5 inches in and 2 inches up, so actually they don't get into close combat, and I think they will want to do that instead. Actually, Junkers have a flamethrower, so they will move a little bit closer and use the flamethrower on the 2 remaining strike commandos on the top. And as the flamethrower template doesn't deviate, they will hit them both smack on the face. And the flamethrower is strength 5 against the 5 of the strike troopers, so they need 6+ to damage. That was bad. So actually no damage to the strike troopers. They managed to save themselves behind the parapet. But the last 2 legionnaires can shot their shotguns. The range is below 12, so it's short range. That's +1. And they have shooting skill 3, so this is 6+ to hit. Okay, oh, that's better for them. The shotgun is then strike value 5 against their 5, so it's 6+ to do damage. And one of the guys are going, and we take it to the normal trooper over there. But as he's behind cover from the parapet over there, let's say he gets 5, 9, 10 saving throw. Nope. So he's gone. And again, they lost units, so they have to roll, and that sadly makes the 1 strike trooper sergeant left panicking also. So we shall mark him. Yes, and the next initiative goes 8 for the Viridians. Both are 8, but as Junkers move last, so now the Viridians get to do their stuff. Well, not much to do, but trying to move the next Marine force in and try to shoot. Actually, they can just shoot from over here. So everybody can see. It's 11 inches, it's in close range. And they have the chain gunner there, but 3 ordinary guys. So 3 ordinary guys, 6+ to hit. Ooh, no, these guys got mad seeing their friends wiped out. 3 hits. We take them to 3 ordinary troopers over there. And then there's the chain gunner that shoots to short range. Yes, the chain gun is 2 hits, so 2 more, 1 more, so that's 4 hits, but the chain gun is with strike value 6. So 3 hits with the Gauss rifles and 1 with the chain gun. And 3 guys, actually we can only hit these 3 and 1 behind this cover over here. So 5 against 5, 6 pluses, 1, okay, and the chain gun 5+, yes, 2, but they get cover, and these 2 guys, the one guy here gets the same 9+, nope, and he gets 10+ for the fencing over there, and who knows, today Junkers is lucky, so only 1 Junkers gets slain. Yeah. Next initiative 10-2. Well, Junkers goes first, and we have only 1 legionary squad here, and well, they don't have nothing else to do than try to advance, and in this case probably just go over the top. So they will rush towards the interdict marines with their movement of 8 inches. So here we go. Something like that. All right, and they have nothing to shoot at effectively, so that was their movement. Okay, initiative 4-9, Viridians goes first, and I believe the easy thing to do is for the grenade team to shoot at the advancing legionary team. Small blast marker. I think the best damage is here on the back row. The range is 24, below 24, so it's medium range. So that's like 0 to hit penalties. So that makes it 6 plus 8, a direct hit smack on the legionaries. And let's see how many. One is directly below, and oops, sorry. 4 others are clipped by the blast template. So the one guy below gets 6 against 5, so that's 5 plus to damage. Yep, he's gone. And then the rest 4 guys round are 3 against 5, and that's like 8 plus to damage 1. So actually not the bad shot from the mortar team, taking out 2 guys from the team, and I will take that one and say it's good. So the advancement continues on the legionary force. Okay, well, there is no junkers left, so the only thing to do is to attack with the interdict marines against the sand runners, so they don't get to run amok next round. So first advancement 4 inches, every guy moves towards them like that, and they get they get to shoot with their Gauss carbines. That's like 4 guys, and they have 5, so that's 5 plus to hit, and it's short range, so it's plus 1, so it's 4 plus to hit. 3, okay, not nice, but anyway, it's strike value 5 against 6 because they have the combat shields, except the lictor of course doesn't have. So let's change the dice. So 6 against 5, so it's 7 plus and 6 plus to damage. Nope, and nope. Okay. Well, that was again not that good for the Viridians. Shooting, nothing happens, and then the assault move. They move into the Junkers like this actually. Let's move this guy in so he gets to strike. 1 guy, 2 guys actually don't get to hit anything. So we have 2 guys with vibroskites. That's weapon skill, assault skill 5 against their 4. So that's like 5 plus to hit. It's a assault. They have 2 weapons, so that's 3 plus to hit. And it's two attacks. So 2 guys with 4 attacks, 3 plus. Well, everything goes through, and it's strength plus 1, so 5 plus 6 against 6. So all of these get 6 plus to damage. Yeah. Okay. 2 are dead, and we take those 2. Then there are left the two guys with the rifles, and that's same skill level, except they don't have a second weapon, so it's 6+, 5+ to hit. One hits, but actually as those two would kill only these two same guys, well, actually we can say this one would have killed this one, so if this does damage, it's killing. So one hit, and then it's 5 against 6, so it's 7+, and that's true. So each Vibro guy takes out one, and the one rifle guy takes out the remaining Sandrunner from the center. So the Sandrunners had a good run, but the Interdict Marines are just brutal. But of course, they get to strike back. So the Lictor has 2+, 5 against 5, 6+, nothing. And the two Sandrunners have 4 against 5, that's 7+, and nothing. Well, fortunes of war. So the Sandrunners are destroyed. Okay, so then we take the panic checks. The first, the strike commando tries to rally. 3, well, that won't make it. There are 2 enemy units close by. And then the Marine here, it's 5 is enough because there is no enemy units in short range and line of sight. So he actually makes it. Well, what will a lonely Marine guy do? He will start moving towards target and trying to claim it that way. And after the movement, he has activated, well, he's lone guy, so he should take last man standing or lone survivor, and 3+ won't cut it, so actually he decides to run home. And this is the end of round 2. And what would you say? The Junkers are on the push, but Interdict Marines can really hurt them still, so let's see what will happen the next round. Okay, welcome back to turn number 3. It's a new day. We will start with new initiative and see who starts. Viridians had the last move, so Junkers are at +2. Well, Viridians will go first, and the easy choice is the Fomorder crew trying to blast the closing in legionary troop. Alright, the range to the Junkers team is 20 inches, so that makes it medium range. At the medium range, the mortar is -1 to hit. That means 7+, and I think the Lictor will get it. So 7+. Nope. It's medium range, so it's D5. Now let's throw the dice close. 9 is like 4 inches in that direction. I think the Junkers are lucky this time. The explosion just misses the team. Okay, not as good luck as last time. Then we can take the next initiative and see what will happen. The Junkers are at +2, and they go, and the legionary troop will go for the mortar team that is the biggest threat to them at this moment. So they will move 4 inches and take cover behind the banks. And I'm not quite sure if this is the smartest thing to do. Let's see, will they have the range. Yeah, they will have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with shotguns shooting. Junker skill, that's 7 to start, and range penalty 1, so that's like 8 plus. Not maybe the best thing to do. Well, let's, yeah. So 8 plus 1, 2. That's 4 hits. That's excellent. Actually, there's the chain gunner there, so he will get the extra 1 shot, and that's even 1/8. Very good. And then there is the lictor, but I think the maximum range for a blaster pistol is like 12 inches, so he will not reach to the enemy. Okay. The shotgun is strength 5, I believe. Let's check that out. Okay, so first the shotguns are strength 3 against 4, so that's 7 plus 2 to the other trooper. And nope, that's bad. And no effect, so bad thing. Then you have the last shot from the chain gun, that is plus, it's strike value 5 against 4, so that's like 5 plus to hit damage, and 1 is killed. Okay, not as good. Okay, next initiative, and it's 5 to 4, and the Viridians have the initiatives plus 2, so they go next. Let's remember that the mortar team has used its action for this turn. I think the Viridians will just keep shooting at the legionary squads, and they still have the problem that they don't see that well from behind the obstacle. Well, actually, no, they don't see. So they have to move. They wouldn't want to move, but they will. Oh, that's way. That was from the last round. Like that. And now it's range 14, so that's still medium range. And it's 4 guys over there. So that's 6 plus. 2 hit, and the 2 closest troopers, legionnaires, take them, and it's 5 against 5 with the battle shields, and 1 is gone, so not bad there. And let's take the next initiative. The rounds are speeding up. 3-9, the Viridians get to go again, and this time this squad just fires at the 2 guys they can see. It's plus 1, so it's 5 to hit with 4 guys. Let's see, 3 ordinary guys, and it's only 1. And then there's the chain gunner with its 2 hits, and that's will probably hurt. So it's 5 against 5 with the normal shot. That's gonna hurt. And then the chain gunner is also going to take 1 out. He has 8 plus save. Nope. And then the guy behind the fence with the 10. So nope. That was not good for the Junkers this round. Okay? Okay, next initiative. Junkers goes. Nothing else to do but to move the legionary troop. And so let's see what's gonna happen. They will charge into the building, and it's so close that they will actually go into the building first. Everyone with 4 inches actually, so all these guys get inside the rest will still be outside, and then they will fire at the lonely strike commando. So there is like, let's take the flamer first. The flamer is evil, like that. Auto hit, strength 5 against 5, so let's see. Nope. Then there's the 2 shotgunners. Another one hits with 6, and it's 5 against 5, so it's 7, and she's out. And well, then they don't have anything more to move against, so they stay put where they are. Okay, well, actually we don't have any more junkers left, so the last Viridian troops are the interdict marines, so let's see what they will do. Let's go to the other side. Well, they will try to get into grips with the junkers, but they are quite far away, so they only get to move closer. They will actually rush the movement to be ready for the next round's action. Then let's put them like that, and that actually is the end of round 3. Not much happened, but I bet turn number 4 will be much more interesting. Okay, round number 4, first initiative. Junkers were +2, but the Viridians take it. So let's see. I think the Marines will go again and try to get to grips with the Junkers forces. I'm afraid 8 inches won't do it, but they don't have a choice. They have to move. So 1, 2. Okay, so the range is 8, so that's close range. This is gonna hurt, I believe. Let's see, let's get the dice. So we have 4 Gauss carbines there. They have a shooting skill 5, so that's 5 plus short range +1, so 4 plus to hit 2, and 5 against 5 because the combat shields. Ouch, that's 2 away. But the other guy had cover, so that's bench, so let's give him 9 plus. Lucky him. He saved. The sergeants get it. Okay, then let's see if the assault move actually has the range to get into combat, and yes, they have. So 1 interdict marine. Oh, but only 1. Okay. But that's enough, because now Junkers must come closer. But I don't think so many will get close enough. No. Oh, there's a chance. So that's it. And then the close combat starts. So you almost forgot the Lictor. He has to move closer, but he even doesn't get into close combat. So we have the 1 vibroblade dude with 2 attacks, 5 against 4. That's 5 to hit, then charging the second weapon. So a 3 plus to hit. Lucky. And then strike strength 6 against 5, so it's 6 plus. Okay, Junkers, luck continues. And then the last carbine dude, 1 attack with 5 against 4, that's enough to hit, but then it strike 5 against 5, and and then that gets one guy down. Okay, that means we have the junker striking back with 2 guys with 4 against 5, that's 7 plus, with double weapons, so that will hit. And then this guy, the same thing, nope. And it's their strength 5 against his 5, so it's 6 plus to wound, nope. So 1 legionnaire is dead. Then it's morale check, because a panic check, because they lost the combat, and that will mean the Junkers team will panic. Okay, next initiative, 8 against 5. Junkers goes first, and an obvious thing is for the Junkers to move forward 4 inches onto the lower levels of the building, and now with the flamethrower trying to take 1 unit down. Okay, so the flamer template will cover all the 4 guys of the team, so that's 5 against 4, so that's 6 plus to wound, 6 plus 2 guys get it. So let's say that and that one. And then we have 3 guys with shotguns, and that's like short range, plus 1 to hit. That's 6 plus. Only 1 close. No, yes, they had to move few of the guys closer, so otherwise 1 would have hit more, but no. So that's 1, and it's 5 against 4, so that's 6 plus 6, 5 plus 8. So another 1 gets it, and we will take the sword, the trooper, and leave the chain gunner alive. Now the Viridians lost enough guys to check for panic, and 7. Let's see, I think they will make it. Lucky them. So that was quite good for the Junkers still. 3 Viridian Marines taken out. Okay. The next initiative, 9 against 5, so I believe the last Marine squad will again try to fire, and this time they actually everybody see somebody, so they don't have to move. The range is close range, so it's plus 1 to hit. 4 guys, 6 and 5 or more to hit. 1. We will take it on the closest guy over there. 4 plus nothing. Okay. And next initiative, Viridians go again. They have only 2 one-man units left, so they will try to activate the chain gunner, and he must pass a lone man standing check, and that means number 1 fail, so he decides to run away. Okay, next initiative goes to the Junkers, and now it's tough place. Will they want to fight against the interdict Marines in close combat? But actually they have to rally check first. Okay, so first the rally check to the legionaries. Well, they make it. Excellent. So they do what they please, and they will close in to the close combat. And there and there and here actually, and then the Viridians will do the same thing back. I believe this would be a good position like that, and then the fight begins and this might get exciting. Let's start with the Lictor. He has 2 attacks with 4 against their 4. That's like 6+ to hit. Nothing. Then we have all of the 4 Legionnaires, each with 1 attack with +1 for the 2 weapons. So it's 5+ to hit, 4 of those. I believe. Let's take the red dice, it looks more better. Actually, I think they all 3 hit. That's good. And doing damage to these guys is quite tough. They have toughness 5, they have strength 5. So 6+. Oh my god. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3 interdict Marines are going to go down, but of course we, instead of taking the one guy with the gun, we will take the one with the blade down, so he is not a threat in the next round, like that. But they get all to strike back, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with Gauss carbines to hit back, and that's their skill of 4 against their 4. So it's again brutal. 3 hits, 5 against 5. So it's 6+ to damage. Only 1. Well, maybe the chain gunner is the one that is most dangerous. Actually, I think it's the Lictor, so they target him and knock him out. Yeah. Then we got the 2 guys with the scythes, and that's 2 and 2. One is here, he will try to take out that guy, and he will hit with 1. And the other one will try to hit the chain gunner, and he will also hit with 1. It's strength 6 against 5, so it's 5+ to damage. That guy, nope. And the chain gunner is down. So the Junkers lose 2, and the Viridians lose 3 guys, and that makes it that the Viridians lose the close combat and have to test for panic. But 6 will do it, so the combat is on. Okay, and the last unit left unactivated is the mortar team, and they are last man standing also. And one, they decide, okay, enough is enough. That concludes round number 4, and we'll go to round number 5, and I think it's quite good situation for the Junkers at the moment. Okay, round number 5. Let's go through the situation. Junkers have the one objective here under control, and another one over here, and the Viridians have only 1 here. So that means to win the game, or at least have a draw, the Viridians will have to get this one, because they will not reach in 2 turns over there. And to win the game, the Junkers basically have to get this one or that one. Either one is okay, because they won't probably get over here. So it's definitely the Junkers that have the advantage now. So let's go to round number 5 and the first initiative. And the last unit last round was the Viridian mortar team that went home, so the Junkers have +2 to the initiative roll. But it is the Viridians that go first, and it's clearly the Marines here that will try to defend against Junkers. So again, they don't, well, they see, so they will keep on firing and hoping they will do some real damage. So it's 4 guys. 4 guys, again, short range. Actually, yeah, it's short range, and that means it's +1, so it's 5 to hit. 3. We have a possibility here to change the game. 3 hits. We take the sergeant, the gunners with the shotguns, and hope the flamer survives. It's 5 against 5, so 6+. 1. Let's say it's the shotgun guy over here, and that's cover was 8+. Nope, so he gets it. Okay, that was okay. The next initiative again, roll. Oh my god. And Viridians get it again. Well, there is nothing else to do than to play out the close combat here. A close-up move will make the 1 free interdict marine go to the last Junkers, and we have only Gauss rifle guys, so it's 1 attack with 4 against 4. So we need 6+, 1 hit, and it's 5 against 5 toughness, so it's 1 killed. All right, and now the Junkers still get to strike back, and it's 4 against 4, so it's 6+. For 2 weapons though, so it's 5+. It's 1. This is gonna be close, and 5 against 5, it's 6. Nope. So the Junkers lose the combat and has to take the break test, but with 7 for a panic check, and they will make it with 7. So that was close one. And let's mark with the dice. And all right. Well, both. Actually, that was right. So the only thing we have left is the Junkers troops. So no need to roll anymore. And what these guys will do, they will move out from the building 4. From the lower levels where they were, like that. And they will take the flamer template again, and that is already covering everybody in the squad. There is 4 guys, so it's on 5+ to do damage. All but 1. So the flamer is as devastating as always. Well, let's say it's the sergeant that survives. It's over there. And then we would have had 2 shooting guys with +1 to hit, but poor skill, so 6+. And neither one would have hit anything, okay? So the lonely sergeant takes the break test of 8 and manages to stay cool under fire. But as we can see, the flamer is very deadly. And then we will go back to the close combat over here. It's 2 guys left, and I think now the Viridian guy moves over there. So it's 2 guys for 6+ to hit. Nothing. Ooh. And then the Viridians will strike back with 3 guys. Everybody hitting. Well, this is it. This is gonna be a tough one. Okay, 2 on 1 guy. Both. What can you say? The Interdict Marines totally wipe out the Legionnaires, and there is nothing left of that squad. So Interdict Marines are the victorious ones here. Actually, that concludes round number 5, and we will go to round number 6. Okay, round number 6, first initiative. Junkers have the edge again. It's a 4 + 2 is 6, but as the Junkers have the edge, they go first. Well, not very hard to guess what's going to happen. They will just move to the other side of the bush and claim the objective, and then fire the flamer on the last standing Viridian sergeant. I'm feeling a little bit bad for her. Sorry. Well, in either case, 5 against 4, she's dead, and the objective is in Junker's position. Well, the only other troop left is the Interdict Marines here, and well, they can't win, but they can go up here. Well, they can't win, so they will just go forward and hope to hit revenge shooting Junkers from over. This would be good if they would wipe out both. That's 16 inches, it's medium range, so it's 3 guys with skills 5, that means 5+ to hit. 2. Okay, combat shields are not in play, so it's 4 against 5, so it's 5+. 1 goes down, and let's say it's this guy over here, the normal trooper or the legionnaire, and as the Junkers are now below half, they have to take a panic check, which they don't make, and that means the Junkers team has panicked, and the game ends in this situation where the Junkers have 3, Viridians have 0, and it was a close game with both sides having lucky rolls, unlucky rolls, and very close game basically. And it was very interesting to see how they changed the situation with the smaller gaming table. And one thing we all can see again, flamers are Junkers' best friends, because they absolutely wiped out the opposition when they got into range. So I hope you get some ideas about using smaller tables. I hope you enjoyed the game, and if you have some questions, type them below, and let's meet on the Nexus forum and talk about the game more. Thank you. Bye.